my announcement that we are homeschooling our children, and then I did a tour of our homeschool room and kind of the setup. I'm going to leave those links down below, so make sure that you check those out because I'm really proud of all of this, and I'm really excited. And I'm excited to kind of share this journey with you guys and just get into the groove of everything. So this video is going to be more in depth about the actual curriculums that we chose, and I am just so excited. My dogs are going to be making noises. Today is only day one in our homeschool. We just started today, and so our actual routine is probably going to change and adjust, and I'm trying to just be very flexible and open. I really want this whole process to be just fun and easy for my kids, and so like I said, I'm trying to be super flexible and just kind of go off of what they're ready for. Boys! Sorry. Dogs. Okay, so I wanted to go into really what our curriculum is and kind of what our routine is looking like. Again, this is only day one. It could totally change, and so don't hold me to it, but this is kind of what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling like is going to be the good thing. So what we're going to do is I'm thinking more about doing school in the morning as much as I can. I am going to be taking 2 classes for my own education. I'm in school to be a art teacher, and I've kind of cut down on my classes in order to do the homeschool with my kids. We are COVID homeschooling them because of the whole COVID and the pandemic and all of the rules that the schools are introducing, and just the fact that like schools are just very up in the air. It's like every day they're changing rules and they're changing things, and it's like I don't want to be in limbo. I just want to have a set thing, and I want my kids to feel like they're secure and we can just focus on their learning. So I've stepped back a little bit on my own education in order to help them this year, and I'm just kind of also leaving it open. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm really excited about this, though. I'm really excited about this program. So the very first thing that we are doing is super important to me that we really include more of a Bible study with me and my girls. And so I got each of my girls a Bible. This one is Stella's. And we got a Bible curriculum. It's called More Than Words. This is by Rebecca Spooner. Caesar, I just let you out, puppy. Rebecca Spooner is also the author of the main curriculum, so I'll be talking more about her. Please go Google her. I'm in love with her. More Than Words is the Bible curriculum that she has. It is every day there's like a reading material that you go through, journaling, and then there's like a little activity, discussions, and there's a Bible, like a little Bible verse that they want you to just kind of look up. So I got my kids each a Bible so we could look up the verse, and then I got them all highlighters so they can highlight the verse too, so that they know we've talked about that. I don't know, I just am really excited about that. Even just learning how to look up things in the Bible too. I just think that was really a really cool thing that my kids can learn, that I just feel like I didn't really get to learn a lot of that in school, and I went to a Catholic private school when I was younger, so I just kind of wanted to dive more into the Bible and the Bible stories. So that's one thing that we're working on. And then we're going to go into this is called Gather Round Homeschool. We are doing the North American Birds Unit Study. Gather Round Homeschool is literally an answer to all of my prayers. I am beyond so passionate about this whole just curriculum. It's amazing. My main thing with my kids is they're all, and I've talked about this, they're all at different levels of learning. I have a 5th grader, a 2nd grader, and a kindergartner. And I just know that would be stretched thin to make sure that each of them has exactly what they needed curriculum-wise. So I was trying to find something that I could do more of like a group study where we're all kind of learning the same thing, but each one is doing things at their level. This is exactly that. This entire Gather Around Homeschool curriculum, every unit is exactly that. You purchase the unit, or you can purchase like a year package, and you get everything. You get all the way from high school all the way down to pre-reader, or like pre-reader, which is what's Hazel's pre-reader. So it gives you all the lessons, and it's very simple. You print it out, or you can order to have them printed. I know that they're kind of backed up. They're like exploding right now, and I'm so excited for Rebecca. And so I know that they're a little backed up at sending out the printed material. So I just went ahead and printed it at home, and it really wasn't that bad. It didn't take me too long. I am gonna have to get more ink and more paper. Not a big deal. It's worth it to me. So you get a teacher's guide. This is my teacher's guide. I put it in big binders. When she prints them out and sends them to you, she puts them in like a binder, and I think the front and back cover might be laminated. I could be wrong about that. But she sends them in like a binding actual booklet kind of thing. I just picked these up, super cheap. I picked a big one for myself. You get a unit study for the teacher, for the teacher's guide. I also have these tabs that I just purchased. I just thought it would make it a little bit easier. It comes with a book list, it comes with a planner, it comes with lessons for every single day. I think this goes into, how many lessons? 20. There's 20 lessons in this unit. I'm pretty sure that's what all of them are, maybe give or take a few. It also gives you images and appendages. I'm probably saying that wrong. Appendages, like a map. Yeah, just some extra things. So that's the teacher's guide. And basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to sit down with your kids in just a comfy spot, nothing too formal, and that's a huge thing that I wanted to incorporate too. I wanted this to just be simple, easy, and fun, and not make them feel like they are forced to do things. And that was kind of what I was feeling like last semester when we were doing virtual learning because of COVID, when their school went all virtual. It felt more like I was pulling teeth and forcing them to sit down and get their work done. This is so much easier. We're just sitting on the couch hanging out, and we're reading and we're talking. And so they're given, every day is given, the teacher's supposed to read a couple in, it's a page and a half. Oh, this is for tomorrow. It's like a 2-page, page and a half of information that you talk. There's some suggestions of, look up this bird, look up this video, talk about this, just kind of talk. And it was so much fun this morning. Like, we had a really good discussion and we laughed a bunch. Today's lesson was about bald eagles. Once you talk, then you send everybody to the table and everybody gets their own workbook. So like I said, this one's Hazel's, and again, I printed everything out and then I put them all in a binder. All my kids, I have 3 girls that are homeschooling. My oldest is going to a high school, so she's at a really good high school. She's off doing that. The younger ones, the elementary school girls, I'm doing their homeschool at home. So they each got a binder, and it each has set to their level of learning. So this one's Hazel's, and I'll just go through what we did today, and it's based off of what she can do. So color this bald eagle, practice writing your A's. We're going to do a sight word. Our sight word today was I, so she had to find the I's, like a hide and seek. And then she had to match the sounds and the letters, what pictures goes with what letter. And then that was pretty much all her work for that. With Gather Around Homeschool, it covers all the subjects except math. So let me do Stella, because Stella's next in level. Stella is early elementary, so you kind of can go through, like I said, when you order it, you get everything, so you can go through and see which one would best fit your kids. There's also a Facebook group, and that Facebook group has been amazing. Ask them questions, and they will give you more details on, hey, maybe your kid might do better with this, maybe you might do better with that, depending on what you know about their learning. And I think that's so amazing that homeschool allows us to really learn about our children and how they learn. So with Stella's, Stella had to remember the things that we talked about in our discussion. She had to write down diets of the bald eagle, their habitats, and interesting facts. She learned that talons are what their feet are called. She also learned about symbolism and why we use the bald eagle and what some of the things in our seal mean. And then Rebecca Spooner is really into like a Charlotte Mason type of theory, where we don't do like spelling words. It's more copy work. That's how you learn how to do more of your language arts. So there's a Bible verse, and then she had to copy it. We also copied it. Oh, they erased it. I had her write it on our whiteboard too, just as an extra thing. They love writing on the whiteboard, so it was just an extra little program. And then she had to do geography, and she had to find where Alaska was, because bald eagles mainly like to live in Alaska. There's other places, but Alaska is a huge place where bald eagles like to live. So that was all of today's lessons for her. Belle, she is my upper elementary. She's supposed to be going into the 5th grade. And so today, her work is a little bit more difficult, but it's also kind of the same. She had to write about their diet, their behavior, and an interesting fact. And she says they have babies at 4 to 5 years old. We talked about that because our youngest is Hazel. She's 5. So I was like, Hazel, you better get to it now. It's time to have babies. If you were a bald eagle, you'd be having a baby by now. So anyway, we laugh. We think it's funny. She also learned about the symbolism, what the colors mean, the white and the red, what they symbolize. And then she also did some copy work. It's wanting her to write down any words that she had trouble spelling or words that she didn't know. This verse really, I see why she didn't do that part. I should have looked over this, but I should have made her write something down. But that's okay. I'll let it pass. I'll remember it next time. So it's, again, copy work she's got to write down to help her remember how to spell and learn her little where periods go and stuff like that. She also had to label for geography. She had a little bit extra. I didn't know there was a Gulf of Alaska. Didn't know that. Pretty interesting. See, I'm learning stuff too. So there's a Gulf of Alaska, Beaufort Sea, Chukchi Sea, and a Bering Sea. I probably spelled one or pronounced one of those wrong. So she got to do more in depth about her geography. What do you need, honey?
Can I have a snack?
Yes, you can go have a snack. It's snack time.
Yeah.
So that was that, and then we moved on. Once all of our workbook stuff was done, I just kind of had all the kids working on their own. I went around if anyone had any questions, but it was more me just being hands off and letting them do it. Belle, when she was looking up some of the where the geography stuff, she was using these placemats that I got from Michael's. I have this one, and I have a world map too. So she was using that, but she was also, some of them are not labeled on here, so she also went onto the computer and looked up some stuff there. And she did that completely on her own. I was a little bit impressed. I was pretty excited about that. Then we went on to math, because like I said, math is not included in this. So I got some workbooks for Stella and Hazel. This one is Stella's, and I think I'm going to have to do another one, because this has other things other than math, and I really want just a math one, so we're going to finish this one, and then I'll get another one for Stella. Hazel's was also the same thing. It has more than just math. I don't know why I thought I ordered just math workbooks, but that's okay. I'll let them work on it, and then we'll and then for Belle, we have signed her up for Khan Academy. It's a free math program on the internet. Honest to goodness, I'm just, I'm being honest. I don't know what Belle's weaknesses and strengths are in math. I'm not sure how she does with it. So I'm just going to kind of work with her and watch how she does. And today she was doing decimals and place values. And she had to take a little quiz at the end of it. Nothing serious, like 10 questions. It was pretty simple. And one of the questions asked what is this place value? And it was the tenths. And so she typed it in, and it kept saying it wouldn't recognize what her answer was. And so I double checked, she spelled it right, it was the right answer, but it wasn't accepting it. And so I'm like, kind of getting aggravated with it. I'm gonna keep going, and maybe that's just a fluke, I don't know. So after they did their math, we came back to the table and we made, and I hung it up, I'll have to show you a picture. We made little eagles out of construction paper. There's also an app that goes with this curriculum, the Gather Round curriculum. And the app has tons of resources, tons of suggestions on other things that you guys can do to build on to what we're already learning. And one of the suggestions for the bald eagles was to make these like handprint bald eagles. And so I had each girl make a handprint bald eagle. It was just a fun, simple little craft that we did. We love crafts, and so the kids enjoyed that. They each made them their own and made them unique, even though everybody had kind of the same template. So it was really cute. After that, we went ahead and I put on a little documentary on our computer about bald eagles. I had put that on while we were crafting, and just as they were finishing, I asked each girl, once they were done with their bald eagle, to grab their sketchbook. I made sketchbooks. My kids love sketchbooks. I mean, literally, if you ever want to buy my children anything, buy them paper. You'll be their best friend forever. So I bought specific sketchbooks just for our homeschool. So this is Belle's, and she, I don't know if you can see, she started sketching an eagle. So I had the documentary playing. I told them to grab their sketchbook, and if they just see something that they want to draw that's on the documentary, sketch it in here. Like I said, they have tons of sketchbooks, and I really encourage them, and my kids carry their sketchbooks everywhere. Draw whatever you want in those, but these sketchbooks are specifically for our homeschool, so whatever you draw in this should have something to do with homeschool. I don't care what it is, as long as it has something to do with it. And that's more because, I don't know, I just kind of think that would be cool to have like a whole sketchbook of things that we learned. The only other thing that we did today, I saw this on the Facebook group, is I had Belle, in one of our information, it talked about how when the bald eagle stretches its wings, it can be up to 6 feet. So I had Belle convert 6 feet into inches, and then we measured that out onto the wall, and we put masking tape on. And then I had her label bald eagle wingspan. And so as every day we're going to learn a different bird, so every day we'll see how different their sizes are, and it'll be more of a visual. And it was so cool because Belle did that, and even Hazel was like, whoa, that's huge. And then Belle stood there and put her arms out, and like, it's like those little moments like that, I'm just like, I'm so glad. Like, it just, oh, I'm so happy. So that is our curriculum. That's a little bit more information about our unit studies. Guys, I could not say any more amazing. I won't stop talking about how amazing Gather Around Homeschool is. I'm so excited. After this unit study is done, me and my best friend are kind of working together, and so she has chosen, she wants the next one to be about space. And so we're going to do space next, and then after that we plan on doing government and Native Americans. They're smaller, they're mini units, and we're going to try to do them together, see if we can incorporate that together. And then the next one would be a Christmas unit, and then we're going to evaluate and see what we want to do for the rest of the year, what sounds interesting and how things are going. So I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy with the way our first day went. Oh, the only other thing is okay, we have a book list. And then I went to the library. In the app, there's tons of suggestions on books per grade level. I know, I'm almost done. Per grade level on what to get. So we went to the library today. I had ordered them, had them on hold, got all my books today. I also got the movie Fly Away Home. So I think tomorrow's supposed to be a rain day, so I'm hoping if it's raining tomorrow, we'll have a little movie night afternoon, and let the kids watch that with some popcorn. And then also I have behind this wall is a chalkboard wall, like hallway, and I wrote down every day I wrote down a question and I signed it per kid. And so today's question was for Hazel, and it was what colors are bald eagles, and so she answered it. So she got an A. Stella was like, I really don't want grades. And I was like, that's fine, honey. You don't have to get grades. But Hazel's like, I want grades. And I want my grades to be in Kentucky blue, the Kentucky blue color, because I love that girl to pieces. So I had to give her a Kentucky blue pencil and write an A+ on all of her pages. Is this Hazel's? No, it's Stella's. In her book, I wrote A+ on every page that she did. So my kids are so excited. I'm so excited. If you guys are doing homeschool, please just leave me a comment. I hope that you are as ecstatic as I am. And if you need any information or any suggestions or encouragement, I'm here for you, and send them my way also. Thanks so much, guys. Sorry this video is long. I keep talking because I'm so excited about it. I just am so excited. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!